Yo, what's good? Welcome back for another video. It's your boy Casey, and today I'm coming to you with episode 2 of my FL Studio for Beginners series. So, in the last episode, I showed you how to make this beat. Make sure you go and watch the video so that you do not miss any vital information. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at how to make a melody, and specifically a chord progression with stock sounds from FL Studio. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be using FL keys to make my chord progression, but I'm going to change it later because I don't really like how FL keys sound. So let me just open up FL keys right there. So when you are making your chords, you should always have the key signature ready that you want to use. You can have it somewhere in the project to help you, or you can keep them in mind if you know them. For today, I'm going to be using G major. So if you know some basic music theory, you will know that the major scales are usually the scales that sound happier, and the minor scales are the scales that sound sad. So I'm going to be making a happy beat. So I'm going to be using the G major scale, and the G major scale only has one sharpened note, and then that's F sharp. Let me just put this back to the way it was. This is the G major scale. You hear how happy that sounds. So yeah, that is going to be the scale that I'm going to use. Okay, so when I make my chords, I usually start with the root note. I'm not really sure what it's actually called, but say for example, if I say I'm going to use A major, then I will make my chord starting with the note A. And you can build the chord up and make the A the low note, or build it downwards and make A the high note. Let me show you how. So I said I'm going to be making my melody in G major. So I'm going to be using G as my root note. Okay, let me just do this so that it's easier. Major and G major. Okay, so our root note is G. I'm gonna be making my chord now. So just take note of what I do. It's a bit too high. Okay, so this is my chord. Notice how I have skipped some notes in the scale to make my chord. This is how you make basic chords. This specific chord is called a tonic triad of G major. I feel like it fits with the beat perfectly. So I said I'm gonna show you how to build it up from the root note. That's building it up. Now I'm gonna build it down. See there, I'm still skipping one white note and then highlighting that, and then same with that and highlighting that. Yeah, so and you can play around with it. So you can put that there. Yeah, it's up to you. Like literally, when you are making music, there are no limitations except for your imagination. So you need to have a creative mind when it comes to making music. But ultimately, there are no rules when it comes to making music. So just have fun. Okay, so yeah, it's building up and it's building down. Now I'm going to be making the chords for this beat. Like I said, I'm going to be changing the sound because I don't really like how the piano sounds in FL keys. Here's another way of making chords that I learned yesterday actually. So what you want to do is you find the root note like I said earlier, and then you use this as your guide. So like this, you do that, okay? And then you do this. Like say as if you're making normal chords. I would shout at this guy who actually showed me how to do this. I'll put in like in the description, and you'll see his name on the screen right now. Okay, and you do that. Yeah, you can delete that. Then you move this up 7 semitones. Duplicate it and move it up 7 semitones. This is how you make an emotional chord progression. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. See? And that's what it sounds like. Let me just move this, duplicate this, do this. Yeah, and yeah, just fill in the middle parts. And you can do this too. You would take this to make your bass notes. Shift click to duplicate. Should be an E. E is up here. Maybe if I slow it down a bit. Well, yeah, there you have it now. So just play around with it and then you get something nice. Doesn't always work out in the end, but if you just play it around, you'll definitely work out something nice. But I said I was going to change this sound. So yeah, let me get different sound. So this is always nice. I like that. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. If you've learned anything, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.